afternoon. I'm MJ Moss, Realtor with Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty in Bloomsburg, and this is Nadine Kramarz, and we are at the McBride Library in beautiful downtown Berwick, Pennsylvania. Behind us is the magnificent Jackson Mansion, about which Nadine can tell us something.
It is the original library. So 101 years ago, the original residents of Berwick came together, the 20th Century Group and the Delphians, who are now the 20th Century Delphians, and they put together the money to have the original Berwick Public Library.
That's something I didn't know. See, it's worth doing these things.
It's totally worth doing these things.
Let's just take a walk around the garden here.
Okay.
All right.
You might want to get Judy. This is Judy's garden. Judy's garden is a pretty incredible story. She passed, and her husband, Paul Chesney, got together with some classmates, and they put together the money for the original Judy's garden. And Mr. Chesney still maintains the garden. He's now currently on our board, just joined it, so.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. I didn't know that story either. I'm a huge library fan. I can remember being about 6 years old and going into the Ousterhout Library in Wilkes-Barre, which is housed in an old church, so it's like 3 stories tall.
I've been there. It's got weird staircases.
I get goosebumps talking about it. I mean, books. It's just like das Heilige for me. Anyway, Nadine, how long have you been here?
I'm just in September. It'll be my 2nd year. So
Okay.
I came right at the centennial event. It was an awkward time to be a new director, but we managed.
Oh, she has more than managed. I've watched some incredible revitalization within the library.
Well,
I've been very impressed.
Thank you.
That's one reason I'm talking to you.
Yes. Well, thank you.
Including events that include more and more of the community that draw people in. The video I shot earlier, you'll be able to see with the computerized version of getting information, and also things like the community jigsaw.
Yes.
And the children's library, which is a fabulous space.
It is a great space, yes. Just today we got a grant from the state through the LSTA, which is a federal grant, and we just got our blocks today. So they are lakeshore wooden blocks. We have family sets, farm sets, dinosaur sets, and so we do have a grant now where we can do block parties, which the kids are going to come, the kids can play. We can incorporate them into other things, but we're also going to have them for just block party, and we are discussing having adult block parties because adults like to play too. So on the 4th Monday of the month at 6 p.m. there's adult coloring, there's adult Legos, and now adult block party. So bring your inner child, but leave your kids at home and meet other like-minded adults.
Excellent, excellent. How many volumes does the library have?
I have no idea. It's on our website, and we keep changing. I'm kind of working on getting rid of the older books. We did last year. We won a PP&L cover-to-cover grant, which is a literacy grant. We got $2,000 to update our books. So we put that money towards our juvenile collection because we had some nonfiction books dating from the 1950s, and that's not the best, most accurate information. So we pulled a lot of those books, and now we're working on replacing them with the money from PPL.
Excellent,
Yes.
excellent. For right now, I'm going to call that a wrap.
All right.
Thank you, Nadine.
Thank you.
We will probably be back for an event. I like both coloring and blocks, so that's
I
likely to happen.
recommend Historic Berwick. Second Saturday, the 13th in May. We're going to have a butterfly garden that we're going to have for the monarchs. And I know the United Way is together with a bunch of different organizations. They're going to have all of Market Street off. They're going to be selling, we got a couple wineries, and Berwick Brewing is going to have some beer here that the United Way is going to sell. And it's going to be at the Jackson Mansion, and it's going to be a great time.
Cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. We always have things in the works.